Well, hello there, you're watching the official Theme Park Fans YouTube channel and welcome back to another video. So, as you can see by the video title, we are going to be discussing how long I think the Alton Towers Dungeon will last for. Now, before we start today's video, do you notice something? I've got a Toyland Tours t-shirt. Now, you're probably thinking, well, how did you get that? Is it something retro or like, where did you get it from? It isn't retro. I got it custom made from a t-shirt website. So there we go. I'm really happy with this. And literally, I just opened it and put it on, like, because it came in today's post. Today's Friday, so I literally just opened the package and like literally put it on. And also, I've just got back from my public footpath walk at Alton Towers. So that was really good. And yeah, obviously, this goes out on Sunday, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. By the way, let's crack on to the video, shall we? So, I came up with this video idea when I was speaking to James, who I work with at Alton Towers. So, how I came up with this was, I think it was sometime last month. Me and James, we were having a late night discussion about Alton Towers, you know, as you do. And we started talking about the Alton Towers Dungeon and how long we think it will last for. And it was a really interesting conversation. I gave my answer to James, and he gave me his answer. And it was really interesting that we had different thoughts. So, James, if you are watching this, I want to say thank you for the video idea. I really appreciate it. Why did I do that? But yeah. So, so how I'm going to do this is I'm going to look at the previous attractions that were there before the Alton Towers Dungeon. So you had Around the World in 80 Days, you had Toyland Tours, woo, Toyland Tours, you had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride, and now you've got the Alton Towers Dungeon, which is the fourth and present attraction that's been standing there. So let's get into it. So I did a little bit of research of the previous three attractions, what year they opened, what year they closed, and how many years they lasted for. So, starting off with Around the World in 80 Days. Now, people who I've spoken to in the theme park industry, like, I don't think many people experienced Around the World in 80 Days. I think a small amount of people got to experience Around the World in 80 Days. I mean, I didn't. But I think what I heard from the few that did get to experience it, they said it was pretty good. But again, I can't say, like, I've only seen pictures of the entrance to Around the World in 80 Days and some pictures inside the attraction, and I think I might have seen a POV of it on YouTube. Like, I'm gonna have to look at it again and, like, you know, have a good think about it. But anyway, so Around the World in 80 Days, it opened in 1981, the year after the Corkscrew opened. How funny is that? So yeah, Around the World in 80 Days, it opened in 1981, and then Around the World in 80 Days, it closed in 1993, and therefore Around the World in 80 Days lasted for 12 years. Moving on to the next attraction, and in my opinion, it's the best one, and I'm wearing the t-shirt of it, Toyland Tours. Yes, guys, Toyland Tours. You know, as I've said to you guys many times before, Toyland Tours, it was my favourite ride as a child. I made so many happy childhood memories on it, and, you know, all I remember about Toyland Tours was how colourful it was, how bright it was. You know, seeing the big elephants, seeing the teddies, seeing the snail tricks, seeing Sonic the Hedgehog, seeing the hippopotamus in the ballerina skirt dancing at the end. You know, it was just, everything about Toyland Tours was special, wasn't it? And yeah. So, Toyland Tours, it opened in 1994, the same year as Nemesis opened, so there we go. So, Toyland Tours opened on the same day as Nemesis did. So, there you go. If you didn't know that, I'm sure you guys did know that. But, yeah, Toyland Tours opened in the same year as Nemesis. Toyland Tours then closed in 2005. Therefore, Toyland Tours lasted for 11 years. And, yeah, I'm still really sad that Toyland Tours is no longer with us. Because I can remember as a child, I think, was that at the end of 2005 or was that at the start of 2006? I can't remember. But anyway, I remember like running towards Toyland Tours, you know. I was getting near Crest Street, I was getting really excited to ride it. And I just want to say this. This was before the days of, social media, So I didn't know anything about Toyland Tours not being open. I got there, and there was a construction border, and I just felt sad, I don't remember if I cried or not, but yeah, I just felt really sad about it. And all I could just remember seeing is the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory construction border, which is the next attraction that came along. So, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride, it opened in 2006, and I can remember its opening day really well. Me and my mum, we went for the opening day of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I think we queued for about 2 hours, maybe more. But it was just before I was 7 years old, so at the time I didn't really mind. But my mum, she didn't like queuing for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and yeah. The only thing I didn't like about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the ride was how, at the end, there was the potential for a Willy Wonka themed shop where you could buy Wonka bars, Wonka sweets. It was a big missed opportunity in my opinion. So that's why, in my opinion, it wasn't as good as Toyland Tours. But I think as the years went on, I started to appreciate it more, because I think when I first experienced it as a kid, I was like, this is not Toyland Tours. It's just, it doesn't have the same vibe as Toyland Tours. But I think as the years got on, I slowly started to appreciate it more. And I think when it closed in 2015, I felt a little bit sad, but not as sad as I was when I was pretty much 5 or 6 years old when Toyland Tours closed. So yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride, it closed in 2015, and therefore, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride, lasted for 9 years. So then a few years passed, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it was standing but not operating. And it wasn't until the end of the 2018 season when Alton Towers started working on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and changing it to the Alton Towers Dungeon, which the fourth and present attraction, and it opened in 2019. So looking at these 3 attractions, Around the World in 80 Days, which lasted for 12 years, Toyland Tours, which lasted for 11 years, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which lasted for 9 years, how many years will the Alton Towers Dungeon last for? Now, going by this, I think it's fair to say that the average time that these 3 attractions got was 10 years. That's on an average, looking at it. And if we're going off the average, 10 years, we could see the Alton Towers Dungeon last until 2029. Or if we're going off Toyland Tours, for example, it could be here until 2030. I don't know. This is just my opinion. So, I honestly think if we're going off the average, I'm going to go off the average, which, let's face it, is around 10 years. The Alton Towers Dungeon will last until 2029 or 2030. Again, this is just my opinion. I honestly, even though I work at Alton Towers, I don't know how long the Alton Towers Dungeon is going to last for. That's for the higher ups to decide, and they probably know how long it's going to last for. Well, they might not, but who knows? But also, it might not last for 10 years, and there's a reason for that. So, unlike the 3 previous attractions, the Alton Towers Dungeon is a paid-for attraction. So, it's not included with your admission ticket when you visit Alton Towers. It is a separate experience which you do have to pay for. And that could be a factor in deciding whether or not the Alton Towers Dungeon will last for those 10 years, or whether it'll have less than 10 years. And it is quite a big factor, because when I've been down to the Alton Towers Dungeon the year it first opened, and even last year, I didn't really see a big queue around the Alton Towers Dungeon. I didn't see people rushing to experience it straight away. I think on all the times I've experienced the Alton Towers Dungeon, it's always been quiet, it hasn't been very busy. You can usually get into the Alton Towers Dungeon within 5 or 10 minutes. It's really that quick. So that could be a big factor in whether the Alton Towers Dungeon will have the same length of time as, Toyland Tours, Around the World in 80 Days, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think it'll be a big factor, because I don't think Alton Towers will make the Alton Towers Dungeon a free attraction. I think they will keep it as a paid-for attraction, a separate experience to, the usual rides and attractions you have, like Nemesis, Wicker Man, Smiler. And I think it will stay as a separate paid-for attraction. And I do think this could be a big factor. And let's not forget, guys, that the Alton Towers Dungeon, once you've been to one dungeon attraction, you've pretty much been to all of them. Like, literally all of the dungeon attractions in the UK pretty much have the same scenes. Okay, they do have unique scenes. So, at the Alton Towers Dungeon, you've got Molly Crow. Okay, guys, Future Will here. And I'm going to pretty much have to stop you right there. Because in the video, I pretty much said Molly Crow. And I was meant to say Molly Leigh. But, I was thinking of Molly Crow from the Scare Maze, The Haunted of Molly Crow. And I really didn't think of Molly Leigh. So I meant to say Molly Leigh. I do apologise for this mistake. And you're probably wondering, Will, where are you? I'm currently doing this on Sunday, the day the video goes out, and currently I'm in my pyjamas, so I felt a bit lazy, so I didn't want to, get up and have to do a video bit, but yeah. So I meant to say Molly Leigh, I didn't mean to say Molly Crow. By the way, back to the video, I hope you guys enjoy it. You've got Dick Turpin, and say for example at the London Dungeon, you've got Guy Fawkes, you've got Henry VIII, you've got Sweeney Todd, Jack the Ripper. But honestly, I think once you do one dungeon, you've pretty much done them all, and they're pretty much the same. And I think the scripts are mostly the same for those same scenes. So like the courtroom, the plague doctor, the what's the other one? The torture. I think they pretty much have the same script for all of them. So again, this could be another big factor in deciding whether or not the Alton Towers Dungeon will have the same length of time as the previous 3 attractions. And honestly, I do think, because I did say it could last until 2029 or 2030. But obviously, as I said, because it is a paid-for attraction, and also how it's got some of the same scenes as in the other dungeons, that could factor in the Alton Towers Dungeon having less time. And also, I think as well, maybe on off-peak days, Alton Towers could decide to close the dungeon on off-peak days, because I think even on off-peak days, I don't think the dungeon is that popular. So that could be another factor. So maybe we could see, it's 2021, so maybe we could see the Alton Towers Dungeon being here for another 4 or 5 years, I'd guess. And then maybe, and hopefully fingers crossed, if Alton Towers do decide to close the Alton Towers Dungeon, we'll get a 5th and new attraction in that place. Keep the same boat ride, but have a completely new themed attraction. And all I'm saying, I'm going to say it now, Toyland Tours 2.0. I can only dream. And I guess when you think about it as well, having all these attractions around the world in 80 days, Toyland Tours, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Alton Towers Dungeon, and potentially a 5th attraction a few years down the line. I said that right, a few years down the line. This attraction which has been here since, the boat ride which has been here since 1981, it's pretty much like Doctor Who in some sense. If you guys have watched Doctor, the Doctor regenerates and has a new face, and it's pretty much like Doctor Who, isn't it? This attraction, the boat ride, is literally Doctor Who. So you had around the world in 80 days. Then it regenerated into Toyland Tours. Then it regenerated into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Then it regenerated into the Alton Towers Dungeon. And potentially, who knows, it could regenerate into a 5th and new attraction. And I'm going to say it again for a second time, Toyland Tours 2.0. But hey, I guess a boy can dream, right? So there we go, guys. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. How long do you think the Alton Towers Dungeon will last for? Do comment below and let me know your thoughts. And I will be sure to interact with you guys in the comments below. So do get commenting below on how long you think the Alton Towers Dungeon will last for. And I'd love to see a diverse of opinions. So yeah, different opinions. Go and comment below on how long you think the Alton Towers Dungeon will last for. If you did enjoy this video, guys, then please give it a like because it really helps the channel out. If you would like to become part of the theme park fans family, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. As always, our Facebook page link is in the description below, so please go check it out and give it a like. Now, just before I go, I just want to say that from tomorrow, which is Monday, but you might be watching this in the future. So if you are watching it in the future, then Monday has been and gone. But on Monday, tomorrow, because obviously this comes out on Sunday, I'm going back to Alton Towers. Yay! Woohoo! Yeah, I am so excited. I cannot wait to get back in the office and have the bands with Lou and James and Matt, you know. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But yeah, so because I'm going back to work on Monday, I will be going back to one video a week, and I've decided that this one video a week for now will be uploaded on a Saturday. So because I'm working on Monday, Tuesday, I've got a day off on Wednesday and then working Thursday, Friday. So I'm going to film the video on my day off, which is the Wednesday, and I'm going to get this out for Saturday. So I just want to make you guys aware, because I did say in my last community post that I will be going back down to one video a week, because I am returning to Alton Towers. Yeah! Okay, I'm never going to do that again. That was really cringeworthy, wasn't it? But anyway, guys, that is it for another video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, we're another day closer to the start of the 2021 season. Okay. I'm World of David. Thank you for watching, theme park fans, and it's time to close the video down. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.